when you started as a little tater tot, what was your first love? Was it softball, volleyball, or basketball?
I started playing t-ball when I was 3, so definitely softball.
All right, the Perez family, 3 years old. There's no need to watch cartoons. Get her out there. Yeah. Let's go. Pick it up.
Yeah, and then I started playing basketball, just rec league, co-ed with the boys, and I started playing volleyball in 5th grade in elementary school.
And then anything else you want to play? Any other sports? How about kicking?
Elementary school, I played all the sports. So,
Okay.
Flag football, soccer. I did everything in elementary school.
Did you think about football ever? Maybe kicking or something?
I never thought about football.
No? I just wondered. Okay.
No.
Sofia Perez in the house, and I'm just looking at all. Not only are you a student athlete, 3.8 GPA, you get a scholarship to go to York College in Nebraska for volleyball, softball. There's 40 other things on your resume. Tell me about the other things you do after school.
Well, I'm our senior class vice president. So basically what I do is I'm just assisting our president in everything we need to do. So right now our biggest thing is planning foreman. So I'll be spending a lot of time doing that. I'm also the president for Block M, which is our varsity athletes club, and we're planning our big trip to Universal Studios we're going to in January. So other than that, I'm involved in a lot of other clubs. CSF is a big one, California Scholarship Federation.
That's 47, please call intercom 114. 47, intercom 114.
And then FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. That's just a great club led by a great guy, Lance Leach, who's done a lot for a lot of athletes in Madera for sure. And everything else is it's just fun to do. I can't imagine being in high school and not being as involved as I am.
Well, once again, we are absolutely proud and very pleased to know that once again, Nick, you picked a winner here. Because not only do you have all those accomplishments and all the great stuff you've done in the classroom, but you're one of the better spoken athletes. And I think this idea of being able to communicate, I wish you could bring your mom in here. Were you always this outspoken and energetic and so charismatic? Okay, so you have that skill going for you, which, by the way, is probably going to be the skill that pushes you the furthest into success, whatever you do in life. At what age group did you start and you started realizing, I've got to find a way to juggle all this stuff and get my time management skills down?
I think it started during middle school for sure, because that's when you cut it down to 3 sports, and I started taking advanced classes and stuff in middle school, and that's when it became the most difficult. Was like 8th grade is when I learned how to time manage and take care of homework and sports and practice while playing travel sports as well. That's when I learned everything.
Did you also get some pointers from your granddad on how to manage and put all the equipment in the right spot?
Actually, yeah. I did all of that for football since I was little as I can remember.
So, Madera Coyotes, what's your favorite sport? Did Nick cover this already? Because you do so much. Would it be softball?
Yeah, I mean, the love I have for all 3 sports it's different for each one. So I can't say that I love one sport more than another, because they're all 3 completely different. And I think too, I have 3 completely different coaches, which all 3 of them are amazing. I'm so blessed to have the 3 coaches I have. I mean, Coach Haas is amazing for volleyball. My passion for volleyball grew so much last year when she began to coach me. And Coach Smith for basketball, he's just an amazing basketball coach, and he's always been so supportive of me doing softball as well, because it kind of conflicts once you get into January and February, And Coach Schaubeck's I've known Coach Schaubeck my whole life, because she coached my older sister, my mom, my aunt. So Coach Schaubeck's just a legend, I'd have to say, in the Central Valley for sure. And if I didn't have those 3 coaches, there's no way that I'd be where I am today.
And you are a living example of multi-sports and how well it's helped shape you into the great young person you are.
Thank you.
Well, that was kind of a question, but also very nice. That's good. Okay, last question from my end, okay? The CMAC conference. There's been a lot of talk in other sports, but it seems like in your world, you guys have competed very nicely. I'm talking the girls' sports at Madera High School.
Yes. For sure, for volleyball, our biggest competition this year was, I'd say, Memorial. Our one loss was to Madera South, so you have to give that one to them. But I think Memorial definitely was our biggest competition. But we beat them both times in 3, and especially for volleyball, we just had a lot of trust with each other and in Coach Haas. At the beginning of the season, we only had 8 players, and we added the 9th player, and we just worked hard. And for basketball, for the CMAC, it's it's definitely tough. I mean, we have Memorial, Edison, Madera South, Sanger. They're all super athletic teams. I mean, of course, Memorial is they're just definitely the leading team in CNAC because they just have everything you need to be a great basketball team. And as far as softball goes, I mean, us and Bullard, I think we're going to go head to head this year. I mean, we have 7 of our 9 starters coming back for varsity, and I think we're going to compete really well this year for sure.
We're talking with Sofia Perez, the student athlete of the week, first string sports student athlete, 940, and of course Pagmeter. So a lot of parents are listening. My email's blowing up. How do you handle, maybe mom and dad and everybody will tell, because you know how it is around here. Yeah, you're going to play other sports? Sure, Sofia, but don't expect to start on my team when you come out late. How do you handle the other teams? Because a lot of coaches sometimes don't like to share athletes. So how did you handle that?
I think, honestly, in Madera, our coaches are really pushing for us to play multiple sports. They never have said, don't do this, don't do that. Over the summer, we start volleyball and basketball, but I'm playing travel softball all summer, so it definitely took a lot of understanding from Coach Haas and Coach Smith, and they both supported me tremendously in my decision to mainly focus on softball. And the biggest transition would be going from basketball to softball, because basketball does sort of go into softball season, because volleyball doesn't really interfere with basketball as much as basketball interferes with softball. But when I do go back into softball season, I don't expect anything to be handed to me. I mean, I have to work every day to maintain a starting position, to hit in the lineup, to do everything like that. And Coach Shawback, for sure, she always, tells me, you're going to have to come out there, work for your spot, do this, do that. And of course, I never go out there expecting to just walk in and say, oh, this is my position, I'm starting. You have to work for everything. And I think that a lot of times kids kind of think that they just need everything handed to them, and it's not like that. And I just think that multiple sport athletes and being a multi-sport athlete is the way to go for sure.
Well, in the 3 sports, what are your positions?
For volleyball, I'm a setter. For basketball, I am a forward, shooting guard. And for softball, I play first and third base.
Talking with Sofia Perez, the student athlete of the week from the Madera Coyotes, doing a great job, and I think I could be the Pagmeter Sofia Perez show, man. I think you might be out. She's a perfect radio voice. She's a dynamic. I think people are loving you right now. They're listening online. I think you're great for the young kids. Now, how are you with the young kids, the young little tater-tot Madera Coyotes? Because they see Sofia. You walk in with an outfit, with a Letterman jacket like that, and like, I want to be like Sofia.
Right. It's fun doing, little things like little coyotes. We do softball clinics for softball. We do a free volleyball clinic over the summer for the kids in elementary schools, and it's fun working with the little ones and just seeing how much fun they have doing everything. It's not so competitive. They're out there to learn the fundamentals, and I love giving back to my community in that aspect for sure. It's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Well, from one Maderan to another, we're very proud of you, and you have done some amazing things and will continue to do so. As long as you continue on the track you've been under, I expect major things. And I look forward to, Nick, I know we're going to get a chance to do some softball and maybe watching that Bullard Madera Coyote showdown.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Right on.
Well, before I let you go, so York College, Nebraska, did you wear the Letterman jacket when you went to visit them? Because they probably had to say, we need to get her our team. Look at this girl. And so you're going to be playing softball and volleyball.
Yes, I am. And actually, my sister also went to York College, and she's a All-American softball player out there. And my aunt's the head softball coach out there, so I definitely know York, Nebraska well. And as soon as the volleyball coach said, come play volleyball for me, it was a given for sure that I had to go.
So you like it out there?
I love it.
It's not cold enough for you?
The cold is going to be the hardest thing that I'm going to have to deal with, but I love it. I love how it's a small community, and it's amazing out there.
Well, you can go to Division 6 championship. Arnie just sent you a picture of the football field covered with snow, and I'm sure that's what York's going to look like when you come like on a Monday morning to school. It's
Right.
going to be like, I don't know, Mom, this is pretty cold out here.
That's probably what it's going to look like right there.
Well, Sofia, we're very, very proud of you. You got a great family. We're proud that you're our student athlete of the week. At the end of the year, we're going to have a big banquet. And just keep up the good work and get healthy. I know you got a bad knee right now, but get healthy for softball.
Thank you. I will for sure.
Sofia Perez, Wow, just a great job. And we're going to get a photo for my Twitter before we leave. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and talk a little more about football and whatever Matt Johnson has on his plate. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to The Rise Show. We'll be right back.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're a
No, you're a natural.
yeah. Let's get a photo.